بشمال غرب اليونان. بعدنا عم نتنقل بالمناطق. هلا نحن بمنطقة اسمها ميتسوفو. ميتسوفو وميتيورا هن منطقتين مهمين بالمنطقة هون الواحد يزورهم إذا كان السائح عم يلف اليونان بالشمال. ميتسوفو هلا بنشوف الساحة تحت كثير حلوة، وصلت عليها أنا صفيت تحت وهون طلعنا بس لنشوف ميتسوفو فولك آرت ميوزيوم. راح نغطي إن شاء الله المنطقتين ميتسوفو وميتيورا. ميتيورا فيها أهم معلم اللي هو الموناركي أو يعني مثل بير ومقابر على سفح جبل كثير حلو. نشوفه إن شاء الله ليتر، بس اليوم هلا الجولة بميتسوفو. دخلنا بالميوزيوم بس ممنوع لحد يتجول لحاله، لازم جايد. هلا في جايد الانجليش. Is it okay, huh? Camera? Yeah. Start. English speaking?
English, yes.
Okay.
Okay. The first house 1661, but because very old, 1950, reconstruction, and 1954 open to museum. Here is the stable for 2 horses. These saddles, 300 years old, gold care, silver care. Here is the bedroom. Sleeping all the family together. Sleeping one bed. Grandfather, grandmother. The other bed sleeping father, mother, and
In the same
many
room.
kids.
Same room.
This for the baby walker, over-room fireplace, and to center table, take and put on the bed, all the family around it.
Why? Because houses are small, they sleep all together in one room? Okay.
Summer to protect for thieves, and to winter to protect because heavy winter.
Okay.
This chest for the dog.
طريقنا نزول لميتسوفو الساحة. بعد ما شفنا المتحف آرت ميوزيوم، فولك آرت ميوزيوم. هذه إحدى أشهر الكافيهات هون. عادة الأجواء هون بهالوقت بيكون ثلج، نحن اليوم 3 ديسمبر وما في ثلج السنة، مأخر الثلج. الساحة الرئيسية فيها مطاعم ومحلات سوفينير، طبعا المي طبيعية ولذيذة جدا. سوفينير اليوم أجمل موقع باليونان، بشمال شرق اليونان، شمال غرب اليونان سوري، ميتيورا. المنطقة مذهلة، راح تشوفوها هلا، وهي امبارح صورنا منها شوي بالليل. هلا حتبدأ الهايك معنا. للأسف كان بدنا الدرون بس ممنوع نطير الدرون هون. هي الشباب اللي بالهايك بالجروب.
Basically get your drone down here is the air force. And
You'll be so famous now.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
Good morning officially to everyone. My name is Evangelos, that's my full Greek name.
Evangelos.
Evan, I go by Evan. Is a little
Evan, you
easier
become
to
Russian.
And the hike we're about to do is around 6.5 kilometers, 200 meters elevation. And we'll go, basically it's a loop. So we'll go on the north of Meteora, back behind these rocks, and come back to the place that the bus turned a little earlier.
Okay.
It's almost as like a full loop, as I told you.
Okay.
Good.
I want to say we have the tallest, the highest, the strongest, whatever.
Not even Sierra Nevada's ones, or
Yeah.
these are taller.
The tallest sandstones in the world. Wow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
only in Greece, in this place, there's no other place like this.
So tall, yes. But sandstones you can find all over the world, and they are created similarly.
I think
once we go close to.
Greece has lots of hidden gems. It's not known to everyone.
Yeah, Greece is this way. You know, a lot of
There's a car coming.
a whole month.
Oh. See that everywhere
said,
you'll
you
find
do
it
have
so
a-
marvelous. Your Instagram will be full today.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope my memory space doesn't run out here.
You did yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, the other two haven't done.
Okay, sorry.
Let's start with the area. Okay, first of all, we picked Fadi up from Kastraki. Okay, it's a smaller village in the area. While we started from Kalabaka, which is the main town. This is where I live also.
Yeah.
I've been there yesterday night.
Yes, yeah, with Kalabaka being the oldest town of these two, dating back to ancient Greek times, 2,000 years ago. Now, when people talk about Meteora, they talk about the rocks. Okay, and many people don't understand that Meteora is just the rocks, you know, not an area specifically. Now, Meteora means suspended or floating. Okay, and it comes
Like
from an effect-
meteor.
Yes, yes.
Meteor.
Meteor is something that is suspended in space. It has the same Greek root, let's say, Greek word root. All the rocks seem like they're in the ground, okay, on the ground. So why they are suspended? During the winter, we have a lot of mist. Okay, under certain weather conditions, the mist doesn't rise and it stays low to the ground. So it covers the bottom of the rocks, and the rocks seem like they're in the air, floating or hanging.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
it's very nice sight to see, but you have to be lucky. Let's say just a few times per year, maybe
What's
after.
the best time to visit it during the year?
I would say now.
Now
That's
is
my
good.
favorite time.
Good. We are lucky there.
Because of the colors mostly.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
of the
yes,
colors, the
Yeah.
atmosphere is not very hot. First people who used the rocks were the locals. Okay, they didn't have to do anything really with religion, but they were using the holes. Okay, that you can see also over
Yeah,
there.
what I was talking
Or
about.
all over the place. Yeah, these natural holes. They use them either to hide valuables, you know, like gold and silver from thieves and raiders, or to hide themselves, you know, to get away from attackers. We're talking about ancient Greeks here. Okay, the first people who just stayed in the area, like locals. Imagine in Kalambaka we have a church that has pieces of an old Apollo temple. Okay, this was the first time that we could see locals living in the area. Now, just around 1,000 years ago, 10th century AD, we have the first religious people that wanted to stay and live up in the caves.
The
These were
monks?
hermits.
Hermits.
Okay, hermits were basically Christians that wanted to stay away from everyone so they could devote themselves to God. And with the help of the locals, they were climbing up to these caves, and some of them never came down.
Oh.
Okay, they were just staying there, and they had a small bucket and a rope that they were lowering down, and just passers-by would leave them like a little bit of food, a little bit of water, but you understand, they would find them dead after a few months, because this wasn't an easy life. So, in order to survive a little easier, during the 12th century, 800 years ago more or less, the hermits formed a small community. Okay, and they did it in this rock.
Big one.
Okay.
This rock doesn't have just these small holes over
Holes.
there. On the other side is like a.
Okay, I think
it's
we
like a
saw them
Swiss
when we were
cheese.
coming
Yeah,
up there,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
That's what I was saying, like, was the Swiss
So
cheese.
it-
on
like
that
stairs.
side, yeah.
it's one from Kalambaka that you saw.
Okay.
And it's also one closer to Kastraki, which is this one.
Right. Right.
So the people would stay in these caves. The hermits would stay in these caves.
Right.
Like
And
tribes يعني.
Yeah.
Bigger.
And every Sunday they would come down from the rock
Mhm.
and do a small gathering in a church.
Okay.
This was a transition phase between the life of hermits, you know, being completely alone, and the life that you can see also today, okay, the monastery life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, the monk lifestyle was introduced during the 14th century by some monks that arrived here from another place called Mount Athos. Have you heard of that?
Athos.
I think I've
Athos,
heard of that,
you know?
yeah.
This is up on the north of Greece. It's a peninsula and it's like the Vatican of Greece. Call it like that.
Okay.
An Orthodox Vatican, that's how I call it. It's full of monasteries, but they were close to the sea and they had trouble with pirates back then. Used as a barn,
Barn.
Okay.
as an animal enclosure.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. It
okay.
looks like it. Now, would ancient Greeks have lived here in ancient times?
Yeah.
شيء خيالي.
I want to do a normal picture here too as well. Okay. See this here? Behind me?
Aye.
This is incredible. Yeah. This is Meitéora.
Meteora have names. Okay, in the past people didn't have Google or GPS. The only way to navigate around this area was to remember how the rocks look like and give them names. And of course the climbers in the 1970s named the rest of the rocks that didn't have like original names. Like the Holy Grail, for example, they call this, the climbers called it the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
So yeah, today all of the 187 rocks that we have, pillars like these, are named.
Yeah.
They have
Okay.
their own-
So the names have a meaning similar to their shape or something?
Something like that, yes, yes, exactly. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Like the rock that talks. It had a kind of echo on the other side, so they
Okay.
called it the rock that
Ah,
speaks.
talks.
Dog that
Okay.
talks, yeah.
We'll talk to it then.
Yeah. Actually, I think I would, to tell you the truth, I think I would enjoy this more.
Instead of erosion being the start, if you remove a rock, from a socket, you see what's happening.
The
Yeah.
soil
You have
or
this.
something.
You have this.
Indentation.
Yes, exactly. So wind
Indentation, yeah.
can go afterwards and
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
even bigger.
Yeah.
So one geologist told me maybe there were huge rocks, like for this cavity, there were like
Yeah.
huge rocks that were detached, and then the erosion
Right.
made the.
So الفكرة
Yeah,
الأساس
yeah.
عم يقول من ملايين
Well, if there
السنين.
was like a very bad earthquake here, could this whole mountain come down? Don't think so.
Don't be afraid to that extent. فعم يقول من ملايين السنين كان من أكبر أنهار أوروبا، ما ينبع من نص أوروبا تقريبا، فلو بهالمنطقة، يعني يجري بهالمنطقة هيدي، وهو اللي خلى مع مرور آلاف السنين طبعا تتشكل الطبقات الصخر هيدي، لأنه حتى على الصخر بنلاقي لايرز هيك طبقات، فكل فترة مستوى المي، وبما أنه طبيعة التربة والمجروفات اللي جرفها النهر طبيعة كلسية، فهذا يعني كأنه صبات بطون طبيعية تعتبر على مدى آلاف سنين شكلت هالمنطقة العجيبة الغريبة سبحان الله. وبالإضافة كذلك بعض الجيولوجيين بيقولوا إنه الرياح القوية بهالمنطقة كمان ساهمت بتشكيل أشكال الصخر والشيبس المختلفة اللي فيها. طبعا كل صخرة لها شكل تماما مختلف وكتير شي خيالي. نتابع الهايك تبعنا 4 ساعات لنشوف قديش فينا نصور لكم فيه.
So as they were passing from here, sometimes the animals do not go the way they want. They go the other way.
Shut up.
They have to go around. They shout at the animals. You know, they have sticks to poke them. But when they were shouting, here they heard this echo that we did earlier.
هي اسمها الصخرة اللي بتحكي.
And I
The
just want to
talking
say
rocks.
this. Let me say one last thing.
So عم
This is
يشرح.
the talking rock. The talking rock because it echoes back at you.
You can call for your animal.
Yes, yes.
So that's why, you know, if somebody asked them, the shepherds in the afternoon, where were you today? Where did you go? They would say, I went to the valley of Christianos. This was the name of the valley. Then I passed where the rock talks. So slowly, where the rock talks,
This is the rock
took the
talks.
name, the rock
Okay.
that talks.
هيدا أصل تسمية الصخر. بيقول قبل ما كان في جوجل ولا شيء ما
Well, what I
بيعرفوا.
wanted to do when I lived
فلازم كانوا يسموا كل صخرة على الشكل أو الصفة اللي فيها. فهيدي ما أنا بتعطي صدى سموها the rock talks أو الصخرة المتكلمة.
Okay.
So this one is, it's more of a Mediterranean oak.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I would call it.
Now, where would this leaf have come from? From which tree? This one.
All over the place.
Okay.
All
Oh,
of
these are oak trees. These are oak trees. Okay. You know, you call them
The
Eichen.
difference is that this is evergreen and this one is deciduous, as you can
Right,
see.
deciduous. Right.
This one can withstand from
This is
snow
evergreen.
until like the heat of the
Okay.
sun.
Yeah.
And it stays like that, yeah.
Okay.
And they're using the wood, no? I've been to places I've
Both
seen
of
many.
these,
Yeah.
Both
You
of
know, remember, you know the song "Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree." If you still love me. Well, that's typical of America. Oak tree. So you don't have oaks in Australia, do you?
In the US, do you have something similar to this, which is called live oak? I
Yes, because wait a minute. Yeah, because you don't have that in Northern Europe.
think. No.
Say that. Just say that again to the camera. Hold on, I want to remember this.
No.
Pay him.
Okay, no, hold on. Then I want to say this. Okay, then I'm going to say it to myself. Okay, so listen, everyone in the United States, this is a live oak. Because the thing is, this you don't have, or similar, because we don't have live oaks in Germany. We have them in Florida. I know we have them in Florida. We have them in Florida when I was growing up.
There are about 200 species of oak, so this
Yeah.
looks like a
Live oak, right.
You can drink this water, of course.
Yeah. It's rainwater. And the elm or something like that, yeah.
But they call it, as you said, the giant's
The
foot.
giant's foot, yes.
مثل اجر العملاق لانه مبين الاصبع الكبير على الشمال وبقية الاجر.
Yep.
So he's lying down. Where is he lying then?
Yes, this way or that way, I don't know. Is it the
And
left or
this
the right
rock
foot?
here is called the
No,
giant.
it's the right foot, of course.
The other side is more rock,
Ah.
so maybe that way.
Yeah, let's check it.
Lived anywhere else, so I just can tell you about Greece only.
Yeah.
So this is the monastery. Now, there anyone living there?
So the monastery is called Ipapandi, and it was never an autonomous monastery. It wasn't an active monastery. It was a retreat. So retreats were basically smaller monasteries
Yeah.
that the monks from big monasteries would go to relax, to get away from the routine.
Like a resort
Let's
for
call it
them.
Right.
Like a
resort.
vacation place.
Yeah. So هذا أول دير بيطلعتنا على الصخور الميتيورا. What's called the monastery, this one?
I like
Ipapandi.
to walk in there and see
Ipapandi.
that.
Ipapandi. There, Ipapandi.
I'd like to walk in here and take a look. Is that okay? Can you wait?
Yes, yes.
Or you want to try the elevator?
I'd like to just...
Maybe there's no electricity now. Tim, you have to pull it by hands, huh? يا جماعة الخير، نحن يعني ما بعرف مكان شوفوا معي خيالي ولا كيف، أكثر من خيالي.
In the summer, the corals are reversed. So you have green trees.
طبعا نحن بأحسن وقت بزيارة هالمكان لأنه بالصيف كتير حر، لأن المنطقة صايرة مثل كيرف هيك، ما فيها هواء ولا فيها يعني أي شيء، فبتوصل حرارة 47 degrees in the summer it reaches here almost.
That's the extreme, yes.
توصل 47 بالصيف، فنحن هلا بأحلى وقت بالسنة طبعا من حظنا انه اليوم الطقس يعني مشمس مش ريني، ف جود تايمينج. احنا اليوم 4 ديسمبر.
This is a beautiful shot.
ليجو.
Carefully close to the edge here. I guess it drops right away off.
هذا الدير اللي شفناه من تحت بيفتح بس يوم 2 فبروري. 2 فبروري هو عندهم مناسبة اللي هو كأنه بيقول ذكرى 40 يوم من مولد المسيح عليه السلام، انه لما قدمته ستنا مريم يعني لأول مرة للعبادة. فالدير بيفتح بس يوم بالسنة.
Yeah, I'm not going to go any further than this.
We don't want to miss you, Tim. Stay with us. So good. See how you climbed, Tim? It's
Yeah.
good. We're in shape, alhamdulillah.
Well, like I said, I used to be a runner. I mean, I used to do 10Ks in 47 minutes. You know. Yeah, you're in shape too.
And at that time it's usually edible. Okay, some
Yeah.
species.
Mushroom.
Later, as you can see, it softens. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Puff it, yeah.
Yeah, puff it a little
So
bit.
the
Oh,
inside
it's
becomes powder,
here.
and a hole opens at the top, or a whole rib in that case. And when wind passes by or animals step on them, they spread the seeds. The most common name is puffball, like English
kinda
puffball.
Yeah.
Yes,
What do you
But,
puffable? What?
puffball.
Puffball.
Puff, puff, puff. Curry puff ball.
But the official name is Lycoperdon. One of
Lycopper?
the two Latin names, Lycoperdon something. There are a few different species. Lycoperdon comes from two Greek words, Lykos, which is wolf, and perda, which is fart. It's the wolf's fart.
That's why it's dusty.
Because it's
Yes.
the holy grail that we saw earlier.
Like small metal.
Small metal box, it's
Yes.
about that much.
Yeah.
that big.
What is it?
And there's another one on the left over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever seen it again?
For the strikes.
No, it's not, but it's a good guess. It's a bit difficult to know if you're not a climber or a mountaineer, basically. In German, it's called Gipfelbuch.
Gipfelbuch.
Gipfelbuch. It's like Gipfel is the peak,
Yeah, but I know peak.
and
Yeah.
Buch is the book.
Where you
The
hang
book of
the.
It's the summit book. Once you climb to the top of the rocks, you
Okay.
can sign your name inside the notebook
Okay.
that is inside this metal box.
Good,
Oh, okay.
good.
The metal box is basically to protect it.
Yeah.
And I say it in German because there's a reason. The first alpinists that started this were
German?
from Saxony in Germany.
Saxony.
Okay, yeah.
Saxony and a
They
half.
were climbing similar rocks to these ones, and then when they came here, the rocks are like double or triple the size that they were climbing, and they were excited. They started making routes in the area. That was 1976.
Okay.
Quite a long time ago. All the rocks have metal bolts, on them for safety. I forgot to show them in the morning. This is where I talked about the geology.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Anyway, climbing is allowed all over the place, except the places that have monasteries. Or the rocks that have monasteries.
Yeah.
Or like the St. Demetrius monastery, for example, you cannot climb that side of the monastery. You can climb a little further, which is like it doesn't have any archaeological sites on it. And all the rocks that are climbable have.
I wanted to actually repeat for you.
One of the best hikes ever.
Yeah, I could come back.
The bush here quick.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
خلاص, cannot wait anymore.
I'll be right back.
There's also a toilet in the monastery, but we'll be there in about half an hour.
Really?
Maybe less.
Okay. We can wait. سو كثير أحلى لما تطلع مشي. صح إنه السيارات واصلين هون، بس المشي كثير تجربة.
Monastery up here.
It's what the farthest one.
The one that was far away, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rusano, or officially Saint Barbara, is one of the two nunneries in the area.
Okay.
Okay, we have 2 nunneries and 4 monk monasteries.
Okay.
Now the other nunnery is the only one that I cannot show you today from the hike because it's behind the hill on the background.
Okay.
far away.
Ah.
Okay.
Now, in the front of the hill and on the right, you can see also Holy Trinity.
That's that. Okay.
Yes, up there on the rocks.
Okay.
It's a bit deceiving from here. Holy
Yeah.
Trinity has its own pillar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Varlam, for example, or,
Yeah.
or Rusano. But from here, it looks like it's a lot
Now,
of.
how old was that? Because the construction on it looks.
New somehow.
Yeah.
So, the first organized monastery was the Great Meteoro, which we'll see in a bit. 1340 was the time that it was
Okay.
built. So we're talking about middle of 14th century, more or less 600 years ago.
Okay.
But back then the builders didn't use a lot of connecting material, mortar, cement. So if a monastery was abandoned, usually a few years later it would crumble.
Oh yeah.
So all of these that you see today are heavily renovated and reinforced.
Okay.
Even
But I
though they
mean that.
look- that they would grow in there, or near the area and other things. And supposedly the monks. Do you have any questions? I said earlier.
But we can't use that cable car.
No, unfortunately not. I'll stop a little further to tell you the schedule.
Okay.
Or you have to dress like a monk and go in the cable car.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because they just reached there, the monks. طبعا الأجراس عم تقرع لأنه في كأنه زيارة رسمية في بعض البطاركة أو كذا. هلا اجوا بالكيبل كار هذا المعلق التلفريك ونزلوا دخلوا البيت. Okay, you can follow us. So it's small in size. It doesn't take maybe 3 to 4 persons maybe.
Ah, yeah.